Well, another day with some time to kill, so we're here showing you the neglect in Deer Park again. All the trash on the ground that you have here. And the ironic thing here is that it says a sign that says no dumping. But clearly, yeah, it's Town of Babylon. So this is kind of the hypocrisy that you get in the town of Babylon here. So it says no dumping. But the town of Babylon must only really care about the village of Babylon, where the snobs live, because this area is full of dumping, as you see here. And this is the kind of stuff that goes on Long Island. Why? Well, we know why. It's because you don't have those rich, white, preppy people living here. You know, the preppy, up-talking people, the finance professionals. You don't have them here, so this is what you get. There's the 5. And this lot is now so crowded now, this lot in Deer Park, that we're starting to see, this is what was going on before the pandemic. People were parking over here. Because again, the snobs in Babylon, they don't want to have the parking available for everybody. And they charge. So look at all this dumping here. This is disgusting. So you wonder why these pines look the way they do. You can see the needles are kind of brown a little bit. But when they're in this kind of environment, this is what happens. So this is another example of the neglect that goes on, because again, if you're in the village of Babylon, it's all peachy keen. Southard's Lake is pristine, but this area, forget about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because, again, it's not, you don't have those preppy finance professionals, aka the chosen ones. So this is what you get over here. Look at all this trash. Look at this. This is what you get over here. And does anyone try to clean this up? No, no one tries to clean this up. It's like this all along here. This is Long Island Avenue. So again, this is the way the pines are treated here on Long Island, because, well, sorry, they're not part of a certain demographic, so they don't get to be respected. We're going to go in here for a little bit. And I mean, this is just disgusting. Look at this. This is just, it's worse than ever, man. Can't help but see the image of the crying Indian over here. These woods are just trashed. Thank God, it's worse than it's ever been. But I can show you the lake by Southern's Woods, and it's nice and clean. And I'll show you that toward the end of the video, because I will be going to Babylon later. It's just nothing but trash all over this place. Look at this. I mean, this is horrible, man. This is worse than ever. Town of Babylon, no dumping. But they don't care about this part of the town. They don't care about this part of the town because it's not a certain demographic. Sorry. It's not a certain demographic, so we don't care. It's all about, you know, the important ones. You know, those who dress with the blue shirts and the blazers and the... It's all about them. And look like we got a southern pine beetle outbreak in here, too, on top of it. Oh, yeah, look at this. Even the seedling is dying. It's got brown needles, too. Jeez. Remember when these woods were so nice? Now they're disgusting. Yep. Yep, southern pine beetles. No dumping. No dumping. Right. No dumping. Yeah. We'll go a little bit further. This is really neglected in here. I haven't been in here in a couple of years to see how much worse it's gotten. Yeah, just look at all the dumping that goes on in here. Look at this. This is unbelievable. You got tires. I don't know what that is. That's construction debris. No dumping. There are the cars parked over there again. Not technically supposed to park there, but there are no rules here. I think there's a homeless. Oh my God, there's a homeless encampment in here. Look at this. Take a look at this. This is the Long Island that you don't see on media. I've complained about homeless people living in the woods. Look at the mess they've made. Oh my God. Again, it's totally okay in this part of the town of Babylon, isn't it? Right? But in the village of Babylon, nope, it's got to be kept safe. Here, I'm not going any closer to that. But you can see, look at all the garbage that they have dumped here. Could be illegals living in here. I'm afraid to go any closer because there could be people in here. But look at this. This is unbelievable. I'm going to take a picture. That is disgusting right there. This is disgusting. So you obviously have a homeless encampment in here. This has been an issue for a long time. And they haven't done anything about it. And you can see all the pines, they're dying. Yeah, this is terrible. So this area is completely trashed. There's an overturned shopping cart over there. Wow, this is worse than it's ever been. There's clothes over there. You got homeless living in here, man. You got homeless. You got clothes just strung out over here. Look at this trash. I mean, this is terrible. Let's get out of here. This is... Yep. This is the way the Pine Barrens are treated on Long Island, folks. It's worse than ever. It really is here. So you can see this whole area is trashed. It's awful. It's just, look at that. Somebody just left their food like that. It's like this the whole way down. Look, got sneakers here. I mean, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, this is just the slums over here, man. This is worse than ever. I'm going to complain again to the they passed the buck. I'm going to complain to the town of Babylon again to get this because they're always looking out for the freaking South Shore. I'm trying not to use the word snobs. I'm trying it. It's so hard because they really are. They could care less about what they're going through. All they care about is keeping their little enclave just for their own kind. Well, look at what we got to deal with. This is disgusting, man. Oh, this is disgusting. This is worse than ever, man. And a lot of this mess is being left behind by illegals, too. Probably have a lot of illegals that haven't been deported. All right, Trump's been the president now for, I don't know, what, 2 months now? He ain't deporting any of them. Now, he'd rather deport citizens like and legal residents because he doesn't agree with their opinion. But this is just unbelievable. This is shameful right here. No wonder why these pines don't look so good. It's amazing they can survive here at all, to be honest with you. Got poop in the sky too, but this is about all the poop on the ground. This is disgusting. This is so much worse than it was even. This is worse than it was in the fall. All right? So, Trump likes to say he's cleaning up the illegals. No. There's more of them here than we've ever had before. All right? This is all proof of it right here. He ain't getting rid of them. There's more of them here than ever. Why? Because they do cheap labor for the rich people that don't want to mow their own lawn. You know, the same kind of preppy snobs that that only look out for their own kind. They hire the illegals to do all this kind of stuff, but they don't have to deal with the mess that they create. This is terrible. But he was eating something, and they just tossed their disgusting food out their window. All illegals. They have no standards. Trump ain't getting rid of any of them. There are more of them here than ever before. They're not going to go anywhere because the rich snobs, they don't want to mow their own lawn. Again, God forbid their spoiled-ass kids could do chores and do the lawn like they used to, like when I was growing up. So you got all these people legally parked on the shoulder. The police don't do nothing about it. Because the lot's full. You can see it's full. Meanwhile, this is because a lot of the people that would go to Babylon, well, sorry, you got to be a resident of the village to park in their lot, which always has plenty of spaces. It's ridiculous. Because again, they're a bunch of snobs. They only want. I already said it again. It's hard not to call them snobs when you see the way they act. You see who's the town of Babylon's looking out for them. It's so obvious. They care less about this area. This is in the town of Babylon. They don't give a crap about this. There aren't any signs that say no parking, so I guess people figured they could park here. Yeah, this is the lawlessness that goes on here in Deer Park. It's very upsetting, but this is something that I have to continue to talk about because this is how the Pine Barrens are being treated. And I know, I do like Ed Romaine. I think he's a good guy, but there's the corruption that favors the South Shore is so entrenched. I don't even think I don't think anyone can fix it at this point. Because there's so many different towns and municipalities that are just in bed with Wall Street, looking out for their own kind. Whitest areas on Long Island, while the areas that are mixed get treated like this. And you wonder why people are leaving Long Island in droves. The people that are coming here, they're all rich snobs or illegals. Everybody else, people like me, we're leaving. Because we're tired of seeing our communities trashed while the snobs live it up in their own little world. Town of Babylon says it right there. But it's obvious that the town of Babylon only cares about Babylon. Not about Deer Park. Not about any of the other areas. Only Babylon, because that's where the chosen ones live. So there you go. I'm going to go for a walk in the woods for a little bit. I actually do have some blue sky, so let's enjoy that blue sky. Looks like there's even a chair in here. Seriously, you can put a chair in here? There's a chair in here. There's two chairs, actually. This looks like another homeless encampment again. Yep. Dump all the problems on us while they get to live it up in their own little preppy little happy-go-lucky world. And this is exactly why I just want out of Long Island already. This is not worth it. You know, it's snobs. You can have Long Island. You can have it. But just remember, when the hurricane comes and washes your South Shore enclaves away, don't come crying to me about it. Anyway, thank you for watching.